I learned something about the iPhone bubble that I didn't know. You know how the iPhone bubble is blue,
Oh yeah.
and then when you're texting against like or to an Android phone, it's green.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I just thought that it was because iPhone to iPhone that was this thing, but apparently there an iMessage when we're sending iMessage SMS to each other, iPhone to iPhone, it's encrypted.
That's
But
cool.
if it's
Oh, okay.
so our messages are encrypted, like meaning that only the sender and the recipient can see the messages, right? But when you do the green bubble, those are unencrypted.
No.
So, and they did that on purpose. And apparently, I read that some like Google and a couple other Android companies have been trying to fix that, but Apple refuses to fix it because they want to keep people like complaining about the bubble. And
Yeah, smart.
not only that, like they purposely make it so that if you're messaging from an Android phone, it compresses your video files when you send them to an iPhone. That's why everything shows up grainy. It's not because their cameras are shitty, because iPhone's compressing it.
Like
That's so tight.
We're all blue bubble pilled, I guess, by force.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. Yeah, that's basically what it is. So I knew it was like an iPhone like proprietary thing, but I didn't know it went that deep.
Yeah.
I like Apple even more now.
They're fucking in trouble. Well, I mean, they got like fucking sued to oblivion by the EU, so they got to make all iPhones USB-C going forward.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
and
I heard about that too.
Dude, they're still doing some fuckery.
No more Lightning?
No more Lightning. They're still doing some fuckery though.
They do USB-C on one end only.
No. What they're doing is, you know how they do like an iPhone 15 and then they'll do an iPhone 15 Pro.
Yeah.
Pro is gonna have the.
No, so they're both gonna have USB-C, but if you don't spring for the more expensive one, it's a lower quality USB-C port. So you're really only getting. So you're really only still getting like USB 2.0 speeds off of it. They're just changing the port out, but yeah. So if you actually want like a modern USB-C fast charging port, you have to pay for the more expensive iPhone.
Wow.
Yeah, bro, it's fucking. Dude, they're gonna get their fucking coins. However, like, oh, we can't have a proprietary charger anymore. Fuck you, you know, like, dude, they're so scummy.
I know they've gotten away with like here in the U.S. like when they made like the change to USB-C, like they're trying to standardize it. Like if you buy a laptop nowadays, they rarely have USB-A now.
And that was like they were some of like the biggest like, you know, detractors to it, and they lost in court. That's why like everything. Yeah,
so what they did, if you buy like laptops nowadays, like the Apple laptops, I only know this because I work with them like all day. One end of the Apple charger is USB-C. The other end is
still Lightning.
They changed it. Now they went back to the MagSafe. But one end is USB-C, the other end is MagSafe.
Fucking assholes, bro.
Yeah. So
they're still trying to find ways around it.
You can still charge. So here's the funny shit though. So with the new MacBooks, you can still charge using a USB-C to USB-C cable. You can still charge it your computer that way. But again, like with the iPhone situation you just mentioned, if you want the fast charging, you want the good charger, you have to use the MagSafe. And not only that, on all of their MacBook models, they purposely only give you a specific amount of USB-C. So if you want the extra USB-C port to use it, like at all, you have to use a Mag. So it only frees up the USB-C port if you're using a MagSafe. Like older MacBooks only have the USB-C ports. They have only 2, and they double as the charger. So really, you only get 1 if you're charging your MacBook. It's fucked.
I wonder what the method to the madness is.
Money.
Well, Tesla's about to. Did you guys see the But that's not the method. That's like the root of the cause. But did you guys see that
I think
X
it's part of the
on
method
X
too.
that the Tesla phone got leaked by Elon Musk himself?
No, I didn't even see that.
He did, bro. Like, go on his page, go on X, and go on his profile, and he posted a picture of it. Like, and he was saying that like Bluetooth Premium is gonna be free to everybody who has that phone. So like if you have that phone, you automatically get like the top tier subscription to X. So like the one where you can make profit off of the ad share revenue and stuff like that.
Oh, cool. $11 a month, whatever.
Yeah. But the coolest thing is it charges itself, bro. It's like,
dude,
you don't need to charge it. It's always charged for you.
as
Like
as a Tesla owner, I don't think we need a Tesla phone.
no. Not even if it was like ran on Starlink and fucking always charged itself, so you never had to worry about plugging it in or if it's gonna die or like what the battery is.
Starlink is a really, really bad video game that released in like 2017 for the Nintendo Switch and other consoles. And they had Toys to Life. Watch it. Here. This is a ship from Star Fox, but it's also from the game Starlink Battle for Atlas.
So Star Fox is from Starlink?
Well, no, they paid money to Nintendo to include Star Fox content within it. So you see this little platform, you put your controllers, your little Joy-Cons on there, and then you fucking fly.
That's so whack.
It's fucking wild.
Are you supposed to game with that shit?
It was fucking wild, bro. Like, it was not a good game, but the statue's cool as fuck, so I got it. So, but
hell yeah.
that's all I can think of when I hear anybody talk about Starlink, and I can't really take it seriously for that reason. New motherfucking Game Pass games. We are back with another episode. This is the PodBoyz Advanced Podcast, a weekly discussion where we go over the latest in gaming and throw in a little bit of whatever else we want to talk about. My name is Oscar. I'm joined as always by my co-hosts and best friends.
Hey Rick, what's up?
Good twerk.
What's up, y'all? What's up, Eric? It's Little Shoe Rack in the nest.
Little Shuraka. Just
chilling the breeze.
Just posted in the nest. Nursing the young. How are the young doing?
Gotta look after them.
How are the young doing?
Flight, dude.
Yeah.
They're about to get that kick.
Prime.
Behind. Get up on attitude.
Primed for takeoff.
Mm-hmm.
Love to hear it. How are we feeling this week, boys?
Feeling
pretty shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good description. Yeah.
This morning, dude.
I did like 1.5, but same vibe.
Okay.
Same energy.
Every day you max out your best, dude. That's all that matters.
Same energy, yeah.
Go to failure every single time, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Fucking weirdos. What are you guys drinking?
I live there. Well, here, I'll go first since it's the first time in a long time I tried anything new.
Oh, wait. If you're trying something new, I'll go first because I'm not trying something new and exciting.
All right, go for it.
It's Modelo time.
Oh, no!
I didn't know you were going to get ratchet, bro.
It's Modelo time.
I think, is this the first time it's been Modelo time?
No, it's been Modelo time before.
I feel like every time you're always like, oh, you're not going to believe what I have this week. I'm going to be like, is it a Modelo? You're like, no, it's like a seltzer. Or it's something weird, but it's actually a Modelo this time.
It's Modelo time.
All right.
Hell yeah. Makes me want a Modelo.
No, you don't.
No, I don't. I have this, which I totally have probably seen before and have always overlooked because the art is a fish.
Oh, it is a fish. It's like a straight up fish.
It just has Two-Hearted IPA, but then I got it because it's an American IPA, and I like American IPAs. You know,
American
so
nippers.
I'm gonna go ahead and
That's
try it.
nice. Okay. Got a nice little like big old bass on there.
Yeah, weird for some reason.
Little wide mouth bass. Yeah, so fucking weird. Reminds me of like the
Ballast
Dreamcast
Point.
or the fucking Dreamcast
Look,
fishing
this
game.
Ballast Point.
Oh, it is a Ballast Point
Oh,
beer.
that was badass. Yeah, it is.
Wait, the Dreamcast fishing game?
Yeah.
I
Like
remember
why
that.
it was like good, like I forgot, like wide mouth bass fishing or some I don't know, something about bass fishing.
What are you
I'm
trilling
bringing
on?
I'm bringing paper back. Yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
So I
Paperback
think the
boy.
first one of the first ones that you ever had on here by them was the one called Bunny with a Chainsaw, right, Eric? Remember that one?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
it's a bunny holding a chainsaw.
Uh-huh.
This is
A chainsaw holding a bunny.
Beach
Oh,
Beach
Bunny
Bunny
with a
with a
chainsaw.
chainsaw.
And he's
oh
Hey.
fucking
shit!
riding a
He's riding a
shark.
shark. Yeah.
Boss.
So
It's pretty fucking sick.
that's
Come on.
pretty baller.
Come on.
See, why can't I find the cool fucking artworks?
You gotta go to
Ah.
different spots, bro.
Look
I'm
at this.
scared though, dude.
Don't be
I'm literally
scared,
about
go.
to murk some peeps. This
That's
At least I know
is
the hooligans in front of my liquor store.
also it's on the top. It says on the top. It says bunny shark do 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 do.
Oh no, that kind of
It's
ruined
stuck in
it.
everyone's head now. Bunny shark do
What?
do
It
do do
is
do.
it is a pineapple fruited hazy IPA.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
Fuck.
So it's
That sounds
it's
I'm
like
staying
a
in there.
like a pineapple juice jockey kind of, I suppose.
yeah, yeah.
That's best case scenario.
Rip juice jockey. Rip juice jockey.
Oh fuck,
I'm still
Rip.
an idiot for not fucking taking a 6-pack, bro. I was literally
dude.
offered, go
You
grab a
still,
6-pack. I
if
should
they
have
still
done it
have
right then
some,
and
they
there.
So-
might be able to get some.
Dear listeners, you may have heard us over the past year or more reference the brewery or the bar where we're at, and when we recorded the first D&D episode, and when we were at every fucking Tuesday. It's closed forever. I think it's done, right?
Yeah, it's out of business.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
going out of business.
I think last weekend was the last weekend or whatever.
Actually, this
Yeah,
weekend is
or
their last
That's
weekend.
what I'm
This
saying.
weekend, yeah.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
asking. Like, is it?
Oh yeah, so
is
last
it done?
as of this recording, it would have been yesterday.
Oh shit, man.
Oh,
No,
shit.
no.
I totally forgot.
When this releases, so if this released on Sunday, Saturday
Yeah.
would have been the last day. Yeah.
Damn, that's fucked
We have
up.
to go, dude.
I'm upset.
We have to go.
We stopped going because it did drop in quality drastically towards the end there. But
Dude, once they fucked up the pizza, I was out.
yeah,
I was
but
like,
it was
yeah,
it was
yeah,
fucking
pizza.
great while it lasted. Rest in peace, Phantom Ales and fucking bro. Did you guys know that they were there for 16 fucking years?
No,
I didn't know that.
fever dream, dude.
I didn't
Like,
know
Dude,
no.
right? Like what the
I got
fuck?
Mandela.
There's no way.
I still refuse to believe it.
That means they've been there since what, like 2008 or some shit like that.
I mean, maybe like
Yeah. So my whole adult life it existed.
Yeah, since
Yeah,
since we were in high school, it's been there.
I don't
There's
think
no
so.
way,
I think it
bro.
might have been a thing, but my guess is that it was probably not like at that location or something.
Oh,
You know what I mean? So
Mhm,
it's probably
yeah.
was around, but as far as I know, that place was pretty like new there.
Yeah.
Like not like 16 years old at that spot, you know?
Well,
So
anyway,
maybe another
let's
location.
get these cam pops going. Rest in peace, Phantom Ales.
Rip.
I popped prematurely. You know me.
Always. You gotta get that checked out, man.
Yeah,
The
dude.
second pop's always the good one.
Cheers, my boys.
Cheers. Gotta get my gold flakes off my Modelo. Why do they do this? This is the worst thing you could do to a beer.
It's like
You're actually supposed to
bro.
eat it. You're actually supposed to eat it like the skin of a mango.
Oh, you are?
Yeah,
It's
it actually
fully
adds
edible-
flavor and
edible
texture.
gold.
Yeah, fully
Oh,
edible
I
gold.
see. I
Yeah, it's
see.
gold leaf,
Okay, yeah, fuck
You
you.
ever watched Nightmare Circus? Or what was it? Rob
Cheers.
Beardak's Fantasy Factory?
It's a Modelo.
It's got some twang to it.
This
How's
is
your
a
guys'?
pineapple juice jockey.
That's awesome.
It's pretty
Sounds-
good, but
No,
Dank.
it tastes a lot stronger than it is. It's only at a the
Oh,
percentage is at a cool. It's only a 6.4.
oh, that's cool. That's
But
cool. That's
it
no big
tastes but
shit, right?
it tastes like a 9%er.
I bet you it's the fermentation from the pineapple. Got a
You
little
know
bit of
what?
kombucha.
Probably a little bit of kombucha. See, like I will make we will make that reference like every single time that
Dog,
it's possible.
that intro to Twerkaholics killed me, bro. The first time I saw it, killed me, completely obliterated me.
Dude.
Once they pan out and you realize they're in front of the fucking police officer.
Bro, no, and like first of all, like just the whole premise of it that they like show up just like to watch court, like is it like if it's like a fucking like free movie and shit. Like what the fuck is wrong with these assholes? You know what I mean?
They're assholes.
That's
Like you're
the whole
literally holding a bog. No, I'm not. This is kombucha. It's home brewed kombucha. I had to take a drink of it. The best. Dude, that guy's wild. What we been playing, boys? Oh wait, hold on. How's your beer go?
My beer's proper. It's like a classic American IPA. It's sitting at a decent 7%, so it's not
Okay.
going to get me turned, but it tastes pretty good. It's not like an overbearing taste. It goes away from, it goes
Like-
away pretty quickly. It doesn't
Like,
linger.
what would you compare it to? Like just like a straight up like a Stone IPA, like a good old classic.
Kind of like the Stone Delicious.
Oh, all right,
okay.
all right.
Yeah.
Not terrible. Not terrible.
Cool. All right. Games, boys. What we've been playing?
You been playing anything, Goat?
I started doing more Rocket League on my own one-on-one.
Oh shit! All right.
Like I've been playing the one-on-ones. I'm getting pretty decent at it now. I can do
Nice.
the aerial. I can do the aerial thing now pretty good. I still think I have to get just like a slightly, I don't know what it is. Everybody always beats me to the opening kickoff. I'm like, even if I pick up a couple boosts on the way,
you know
they
what you
always
do?
beat me to it.
You know what you do is you flip forward once and then forward again in the air. So if you flip forward, if you dodge forward, it actually gives you a boost without actually needing the booster.
I've seen people do it, but not everybody does it. Some
Well,
people
that's how people get. Well, that's how I've been watching people play too. So that's how they get like further ahead. That's how they always end up back at the goal before you could even get back there. Because
they do a couple of those.
It
makes sense. That's
sends you
advanced
forward
shit though.
fast.
I still have a long ways to go.
You'll get there.
These
I
fucking
still suck at
assholes
it,
got
so.
me to play that shit last night.
We did, yeah, we did.
Oh, you and Vince?
Yeah.
Nice. You guys are doing threes? Threes is fun.
Yeah, I was just kind of like fucking bullshitting around while these fuckers were just poning everyone. Like Vince is, this guy and Vince are really good. They're just like, I think we beat a team 10-0 or some shit like that. And I was just like, why aren't these guys quitting?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's honorable. That they have honor.
I respected it too. Yeah,
it's crazy, but it's all right. It's just like really hard to control the car.
It takes a minute to get used to.
Yeah,
for sure. I still suck at it too. So, yeah. Is that all you've been playing, Goat?
Yeah, mainly just that, and then like I did the occasional Fortnite with Vince like twice, and then that was it.
Sick. So, Oscar's been playing this too, but I've started Baldur's Gate.
Same here.
Nerd.
We got it. Yeah, straight up, bro.
Yep, 100%. And I have been having a great time, man.
Yeah, what do you think? Go ahead. You talk about it first. Like, go ahead. Let me know what you think.
So I'm gonna be real. Like, I have Divinity 2. I played a little bit of it.
Oh, did you? I didn't even know you copped Divinity.
No, yeah, I played Divinity a bit, but I don't know, something about Divinity like didn't like hook me. You know what I mean? Like I played it and it was fun and learned created like going through the game and stuff and like kind of learning it was cool because it was kind of, I think now too is I have a little bit more like an understanding of like the tabletop style RPG like that. So now it's now I could probably go back to Divinity and probably like knock it out or like play it. But right now I'm playing Baldur's Gate, and I've been having a lot of fun. I didn't think I was gonna, because I played Divinity. Was kind of like, do I want to get it? But then I watched a lot of reviews, and people were like talking about it a bunch, and it's so like really highly rated. And there's no like cash grabby like mechanics in the game that I appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, dude, it's just really good, difficult RPG that just like tosses you in like right from the get go.
Did you create your own character? Or did you pick one of the presets?
I created my own character.
What are you rocking with?
Mhm.
I'm rocking a wizard,
Okay, what race?
Oh yeah, elf.
elf.
God damn it,
Knew
Eric!
it.
You're so predictable.
I actually
You
created
true to
Cosmo
yourself, man. There's nothing
Kirkland.
wrong with
You
that.
created Cosmo?
Oh yeah.
I did create Cosmo.
Nice. You,
So
you just sent us a picture of what he looks like.
yeah, I'll send you guys a picture. I created Cosmo. I kind of wish that there was the character creation was easy and like nice, but I kind of wish there was more options to it. Like
Me too. I thought you could get
I
like
thought-
fucking like deep up in there,
Yeah,
and you
so did
you really
I.
can't. Yeah,
it,
I thought
it gives
I
you
thought-
set presets.
yeah, I
Like,
thought it was gonna have like you can like
Oh.
tweak
When you
every
can move
little
everything.
fucking
yeah, like
I
Elden,
thought-
The
like
angle of
Elden
the
Ring style.
nose.
I was expecting
Yeah.
some Elden Ring style like character creation, you know.
yeah. Honestly, so was I, but I mean,
But it wasn't
it's
there.
fine. Yeah.
But it's okay. So I
Mhm.
did my best to get it as close as to what I wanted it to be, you know.
Yeah.
But because I am starting as a squishy wizard, the game is very, very hard.
Mhm.
Like having to go up against gerblins and stuff. Like it's hard.
Whoa.
So I'm having a lot of fun though. Like a lot of the dialogue and like the stuff that happens and how you interact with the characters is very interesting. And it's not handholdy. So you just kind of just dive in and just
Mhm.
talk to people and interact with the environment, and it's really fun, dude. I've played it for like maybe like 5 hours or so,
Yeah.
something like that so far. So
I think I've played it for around the same amount of time as you.
Mhm.
Let me preface by I think I fucking finally for real this time fixed my PC and the heat issues.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
what did you do?
I basically in my BIOS increased my fan speeds manually a little bit, and then also
Ah.
in my power settings in your actual power settings on the PC, I had it
Mhm.
set to balanced when I had the option of either high performance or CLX high performance, which I think is like a setting specifically created by whoever built this, the
Mhm.
company that built it, to like optimize performance and shit like that, and give more power to the components if they need it. And that also just by default increased my fan speed. Like I can fucking feel fucking hella air blowing now and like actual circulation going through it.
Yeah.
So I think I should be fucking good now. I've been like, cause like I looked it up because Baldur's Gate, like my first like intense session where I was like getting into it, boom, it did the fucking crash thing that happens like with almost every major game, and I was like, fuck, dude, like I don't want this to happen with this game, so I went like on like a fucking deep dive. Like I had done it before, but like this time I was just like, no, I'm gonna fucking figure this shit out. So I just started
Yeah.
looking through like as much shit as possible. Thought about replacing my power supply for a bit. Like it was a whole thing, but I figured it out. I think we're good without replacing anything.
Nice. So just a bit of a tweaking to your BIOS.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
And
Nice.
this game, I played Divinity extensively, and like I didn't get the crazy thing is Divinity is on the same level of quality as this, I'd say. Like it's interesting that you didn't get like too into it because it's pretty much basically the same thing. I would say just like this one looks a little better and everything.
I think another part of it was that I had the other PC when I was playing Divinity as well. The first PC I had when we
forgot
started
about
getting
that.
into this. Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's when I was playing, and well, it ran fine and everything. Like I think it wasn't like optimized at all.
Yeah.
So it just felt a little clunky when I was playing, and it was like I said, I did play it for I think about like I got like 10 hours into the game.
So that game, dude, like I literally have like close to like 60, 70 hours into it. And I was just like, damn, this game is fucking dope. And like, I didn't realize that I had that many hours into it. And then I got to a point where like I got on the ship, and it's just like introduction over, title screen, like here's the big actual map. And I was just like, I'm already 70 hours in. What do you mean? And I was just like,
that's such a cruel joke.
yeah, so I was just like, fuck. So like, I kind of stopped playing after that because I was just like, shit. Like I've already invested so much time and I'm only like kind of getting started. So it felt weird, you know what I mean? So I appreciate that this one kind of just, boom, from the moment you know the story, you get thrown right into it and go. You know what I mean? Like, so I've appreciated that. As far as like the D&D gamification of it's amazing, but it is still D&D. So just like how real D&D,
Very unforgiving.
very unforgiving, very intimidating, a lot of reading, a lot of menus, a lot of like tiny things to like figure out like what does what and stuff like that. So it's once you get past all that, once you get accustomed to all that, get kind of used to like your go-to things, your go-to skills that you're going to be clicking, your go-to how you're going to manage your party, like then you're off to the fucking races and you just get fully fucking immersed. Like Eric says, every little person you talk to has like deep dialogue. There's multiple options to how you want to respond. Sometimes you like need ability checks to respond a certain way, and then like the dice roll appears right there in front of you and you just click it. So it's perfect. It's like D&D without having to sit there and imagine everything. And
yeah,
it kind of makes, I feel like you can reverse engineer that. So if you're interested in Dungeons and Dragons, like we are, and like we're trying to get into it and like record a podcast, and I feel like we sometimes have trouble, you know, describing stuff or like getting or like knowing what we can and can't do. I feel like putting it into practice, like in this visual setting, really fucking helps with that type of shit. So it's a really fucking it's a really cool game. It's a game that I'm probably gonna be playing for like a super long time. Because I can see myself doing different playthroughs with a whole different character.
Me too.
And playing it a whole different way, like being a fucking asshole one playthrough. Like right now, I'm trying to keep it more like neutral, but like you can hella be fucking evil and just fuck with everyone if you want.
You can start a campaign together. Like
yeah, we can do a whole co-op
homies.
campaign to just go through it and see what happens that way. So you know, it's a really interesting game. It's really deep. It's really big, and it's gonna be. It's like for $60 fucking dollars,
dude.
For $60 fucking dollars.
That was my
kind for $60, and it's complete on day one. There's no DLC. There's no microtransaction. There's no waiting for more content. It's just all fucking in there, all fucking done, all good to go forever. You bought this game and you get what you paid for.
Yep.
Like that doesn't happen anymore. It's been a whole controversy this week because other developers have been like, say, oh, you can't expect this to be the standard because they had
the standard
because they had 6 years and 400 plus developers. So does every literal other major studio. Like, you know how long development cycles are now? Like 4+ years. It's the same shit. Some of these studios have thousands. Like Activision. Fucking with Diablo, how long did they have with that? How many people did they have on that? And it still came out buggy, you know? It's crazy that they're trying to, like, make them seem like the bad guys for releasing a complete and complete product. Because right now the norm isn't that. Right now the norm is release something broken and fix it as you go. That's how it goes right now. So these developers are all like, oh, freaking out and panicking because someone actually released a complete game, and they're like, you can't expect this from us. You can't expect us to just release a product that works.
Yeah, no, and a lot of these conversations, they also lumped Elden Ring on this. Like, games that like, just are good, and they are complete, like you said.
They just release.
It just sucks because
they release. They stand on their own, and that's it.
it sucks because that's what we grew up with, you know? Like that's what we grew up with. Like that's why we all love video games, because we would buy video games or have our parents buy us video games, and we'd sit there and we have these complete games that we just sink hours into because they were good. They were playable. Like back then there was no patching. Like if you released a broken game, it was glitched forever, you know?
Man, your game sucked, and everyone returned it to GameStop, and no one wanted to play it, and that was it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And then you dumped them all somewhere in Africa.
Yep.
Yep.
Or like, you know, like the ET game that they did like a whole landfill in the desert of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it just sucks that it's come to this, but I'm glad that at least some developers are shaking it up.
I don't know. It's a really fun game. My first playthrough, I went with a tiefling sorcerer.
Nice.
Tiefling, it's like a half demon, half human type of race. That's
I was almost a tiefling.
Yeah. Yeah, so I didn't actually go wizard. I went sorcerer. And you know how like when you finish the character creator, it like auto generates a name for you if you like, but you can obviously change it. So y'all know I'm a fucking big ass fucking Swiftie Taylor Swift fan. The name it fucking generated it just said Tay, and I was just like, okay. So my
That's so random.
It just gave me Tay, and I was just like, all right, I'm Tay. So my character's name is Tay. She's a tiefling sorceress, and she's fucking dope.
Oh, gotcha. It's a female character. That's why.
Yeah,
it makes more sense now.
I went full on wizard, so Elven wizard, man. I made myself Cosmo. I named him Cosmo.
Goat, the game is supposed to be coming to Xbox at some point, so just hold out for it. It's coming to PS5 tomorrow. Well, today's Thursday when we're recording this, so Friday the 18th it actually drops on PS5. So if you get a PS5 at any point, we can hop on it there. There is crossplay and cross save.
Maybe.
Is there cross play? I know there's cross save, but I don't know if there's cross play.
I think so. I think it's, let me see, Baldur's Gate 3 cross play. Oh no, you're correct. It has cross save, but not cross play.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'd have to all be playing on the same platform.
Yeah, we'd have to.
So just wait till
Xbox.
Then.
That or no, even then. I don't know if Xbox and PC would count as the same at that point.
No, I don't think they do.
Yeah, so I think it's gonna have to wait until you get. Haven't you been trying to get a PC?
Yeah. Actually, today I just for the longest time I kind of put it on the back burner, and then just today I started kind of looking at some sites again, just to see how the prices have kind of settled since the release of the new series.
Yeah.
GPUs. And yeah, I'm liking it, dude. I'm liking the price point for some of the 300.
You can get some really good shit for pretty good prices.
Exactly.
Right now. It's not like when Eric and I bought our rigs, it was like at the worst fucking time to do it because everything was sold out everywhere because of the part shortage and everything was like being scalped to shit. So like we had to go the pre-build route because that was the only way to get shit because you couldn't just buy parts or anything.
There was no parts. Like you couldn't go. We tried going to Micro Center and like buying our GPUs, but they were sold out for months. They had like a sign-up sheet. Like, we'll let you know when GPUs are shipping.
Dude, it was horrible.
To us.
So prices were crazy at that point too. So right now seeing what you can get, like I'm just like I love my rig, but I'm just like I'm eyeing some of those other ones like you know what I mean? But
exactly.
Because also I kind of want to get a laptop just in general to like work on stuff portably, especially because we've been trying to put out more content recently. And what I want to do actually is what would be beneficial too is I want to actually use the laptop to stream off the laptop while it's connected to the PC, so I can game on the PC and not use not use double resources streaming and gaming basically, because that's been fucking me up recently too on on like our recent gameplay streams. Is like
Yeah.
it's especially because I'm playing shit at like max settings and everything. It's a lot for it to double up on with the streaming software and they handle all the bitrate shit and everything. So that's why people have the dual PC setup, like actual streamers, because you gotta split the work. You gotta split the workload. Yeah.
Yeah. It is. It's very taxing.
So I've been eyeing some stuff too. Honestly.
Nice.
Oh yeah, dude. Just go on exotic, bro.
Dude, check out the one that we got ours at. It's called CLX Gaming.
CLX? Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think Eric had told me about that one.
Yeah, that's the one that we got our rig from. They're pretty fucking fire. But yeah, Baldur's Gate 3. Fucking dope.
Sounds dope. You guys making me want to play that shit.
Dude, it's dope. You should check it out if like you get the chance to. Like
walk around like a little halfling.
Get a PC.
Actually, yeah, you could
get a PC.
A little halfling.
Get a PC through a firm, dog. Me being the worst influence alive.
Yeah, on a firm.
Yeah. A firm is the shit, dude. I've gotten so much shit off of firm.
Dude, me
I got
too.
my fucking PC off of firm. I got Vince's laptop that was my original like content creation thing before I passed it on to Vince. I got that through a firm. I got my fucking sick ass camera that I'm using right now off of firm. I've gotten a bunch of shit off of there.
Shout out to them.
Sponsor this fool.
Yeah.
No, actually, I'm a big supporter too. I use it all the time.
I'll probably look into it. I've seen it as the option before, but I'm just like, I don't know. It sounds kind of sketch.
Nah, dude.
It's not.
Hey, if you guys have used it multiple times, then.
Oh yeah, tons of times, dude.
Yeah, that's my shit.
I've used Klarna, but not a firm.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, let's get into some of these topics, my boys. Not too much to go over this week, so let's get right into it here, including new Game Pass games for the month. So you can check some stuff out here, Goat. You got Everspace 2. You can step into the pilot seat in this fast-paced single-player space shooter, so you can check that out. Firewatch, which is out today as well. Making a return to the Game Pass library is a single-player first-person mystery set in the Wyoming wilderness. Huh. I think it's like a point-and-click adventure type of thing, though.
Yeah.
Coming tomorrow as of this recording. Why are you blurred out, Goat?
Oh, am I blurred right now? Blurred vision?
Hell yeah, you're like hella blurred. That was weird. Coming tomorrow, hold on. I feel like we should all check this out together.
Texas?
Yeah, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So Vince and I have played the Friday the 13th game, and that shit was pretty fucking fun. And this is, I think, I don't know if it's the same people, but it's the same type of idea. It's an asymmetrical horror game where like one team plays like one team plays the victims and the other team plays the slaughter family in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So I think it could be fun. It's gonna be scary as shit, but I think
we could do this. Yeah, let's do it.
I think playing as birds, we could have a good time doing this. What do you think?
You and I are gonna be scared. Yeah.
You're down?
I'm down. I'm super down for this. I remember watching that Vince makes Oscar play with something similar.
Yeah, with the Friday the 13th one.
Yeah.
Are you a horror fan, Goat?
I wouldn't say I'm a horror fan. Okay. So I'm not a horror fan. Like, how can I put this? Like, I like the aesthetics of horror films, but they don't really scare me. You know, so it's kind of like I'm a fan of it, but not because it's scary or anything like that. Like they never have been. You know, like.
But you just enjoy horror.
Movies.
You just enjoy
the aesthetic of them.
Like the vibe of horror movies and shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
yeah.
But you didn't finish Ghostwire Tokyo.
Yeah, see, that one was just too fucked up. And it was just like the actual fact that I'm just walking around myself and then I'm just like looking in every single room.
That's what this is going to be. That's what this is going to be. It's going to be similar to that.
But I know Leatherface, though. I know he's a bitch.
Would you play a horror game like that, like Ghostwire Tokyo and VR Go?
Oh, fuck no.
Dude, I feel
no.
like it would make great content to watch you play a game like that in VR.
Bro, you know how fast my heart's gonna be racing? Not cool.
Yeah, but we should definitely check this Chainsaw Massacre game out. We also got Sea of Stars, which we talked about last week, coming to PlayStation, coming on release date to Game Pass here. It's the retro-inspired turn-based RPG that looks like a Super Nintendo game. Got Gris, which was like a award-nominated indie game that was like a mobile game originally. And the big news here is Starfield, the big release, the big next Xbox release coming next month on September 7th, has gone gold, and you can now preload it on both console and PC, so that you can play it on day one without having to download it then. So, you know, Starfield, we all know Starfield from the creators of Skyrim and Fallout, but in space this time.
You gonna check it out, Oscar?
Yeah, dude, of course. Like, I feel like why not? Especially if it's gonna be on Game Pass. Like, why not?
Yep.
You know, I don't have to shell out the. I don't have to shell out the 70. I feel like if I had to shell out the 70, I don't know if I would try it out on day one.
that's where I'm at too.
But I mean, I'm paying for Game Pass. It's there. I can already preload it. I'm fucking in there like swimwear, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, yeah.
I will say, this game is really big.
Mm-hmm.
It's
130 gigs.
39, so almost 140 gigs.
I thought it was 129.
139. I'm looking at it right now on the pre-install
Holy
button
shit.
here. Yep. So delete.
Bro, I'm
some
gonna have to
stuff.
delete like a bunch of games, dude.
Delete
Uninstall
everything.
some stuff. Yeah.
You're gonna check it out, Goat?
Oh yeah, I'll probably check it out.
Little Shuraka?
I've never really dived into like a game like this. Pretty much, like I didn't do Destiny, you know, like which you guys always told me that I would like probably be stoked on Destiny.
This is not going to be like
nothing
Destiny.
like Destiny.
Did you play Skyrim?
Oh, okay. Well, I'll still check it out.
Skyrim's
another one I didn't do with you guys.
Did you ever? Yeah. So.
But I saw. I've seen like gameplay of Skyrim. Like I know what it's about.
It's Skyrim in space, basically. So it's an RPG like that, where you're gonna be leveling up and like choosing like leveling up skills and stuff like that. Like, but it's still like a shooter and stuff like that. But it's not gonna be like super fast paced like missions, like levels, like in Halo or like in Destiny or anything like that. It's like more of like a kind of like Baldur's Gate too. So like. It's a lot more of like exploration, and you're gonna come across like settlements and towns with a bunch of people in them. You have to talk to all the people. They'll give you quests. You go out and do the quest for them to make money and get like experience. There's a main storyline as well that you're like eventually following. So it's like a kind of like so an RPG is that basically. It's kind of, so Hogwarts Legacy was like that. So it's basically like a Hogwarts Legacy, but you get a spaceship and you get to fly to like thousands of different planets, and each planet has a bunch of shit to do.
Yeah. So I feel like you should, if you just want to like give it a try sometime, because Skyrim is free on Game Pass. So if you ever want to just hop into Skyrim for a bit just to see what it's like, that's the most probably the like closest experience to Starfield that you're gonna get as far as like gameplay wise. Or maybe in Fallout. Yeah, Fallout 4 too. Yeah, Fallout 4 or Skyrim. If you want, and it's up to you. If you want to do post-apocalyptic, do Fallout 4.
Fallout is basically the same thing that I described, like the same type of gameplay. It's also a shooter, or you can do melee in that one too. But that one, basically, all the Fallouts take place that after a gigantic nuclear like apocalypse. Like a nuclear war that ended the world, and like certain people get locked away in these vaults that are numbered for like protection. And the game starts off that they finally unlock your vault, and then you have to go explore the vast wasteland wherever you come out. And that's where you're basically exploring like a post-apocalyptic world after a nuclear war, basically.
Yeah,
after some Fallout. Hell yeah,
that's Fallout, and then Skyrim is
medieval shit. It's fucking
like
fantasy shit.
It's fantasy GTA. It's what it is.
That sounds cool to me, actually.
Yeah.
Which have you guys seen the speaking of GTA? have you guys seen like some of the little tidbits for the new game?
No, I haven't
Just
seen much
just
on it.
small things. I saw a post like saying like
Like very
apparently they
little's
didn't do
out.
this in I guess yeah, because like I said, these are all small little things, like nothing major, but like I guess one of the small little mechanics they're putting into the game is like you're gonna have to pay rent. So like you know how you get
What
penthouses
the
and pads or
fuck?
whatever.
That's fucked
And
up.
like you're gonna you're gonna have to pay rent, otherwise you're gonna lose them or like get kicked out and like
Yeah, get
have
like
your
fucking
shit towed.
evicted and shit. That's so fucked up. I hate
Yeah, so
that. I
that's
don't
kind of
like
cool.
that.
Ah.
That sucks.
No, moving on from that, I wish Vince was here to talk with us about this as well, but he's a little fun and couldn't make it today.
Man,
So the Pokemon Company have finally come out and acknowledged some shit because they're apparently internally running investigations and pondering how to ensure the quality of Pokemon games while keeping up with their release cadence. So they're finally addressing that they've been releasing shit at a very breakneck pace on the Switch without almost any fucking quality control and releasing it like fucking shit. And they are finally taking, I guess, having internal meetings to discuss what they can do to release these games in a better state at launch, but they're not trying to fucking slow it down
They
by
want to
any means. They're like,
make
no,
it
no,
better.
no, no. We can't slow down. We just gotta make it better in the same amount of time. I
Bullshit.
am not optimistic
Neither am
about
I.
this. I
no.
think
Neither am I.
this is fucking bullshit. I don't think anything's gonna change. The only way this is gonna change is if they flex all that fucking money and hire a massive amount of more people and grow the studio or outsource some of the work to someone else, the graphical work or whatever the fuck it is for the overworld, just like Zelda does with Monolith Soft. But they're not gonna do that. They're too old school and Japanese and too like, no, Pokemon is ours and we need to keep it super close to the chest and we have to be very careful who we like lend it out to and blah blah blah, and they get super weird about it, and that's why they remain small, is because they want to have like this fucking iron grip on it that like I don't see them changing much in that aspect, especially because like they haven't changed leadership. It's still Ishihara running the shit. So I don't know, man.
It's the Pokemon Company that's doing this. Like, what sucks is I think, like, Game Freak, I think probably has expressed that. Like, this is probably part of the reason that Game Freak is like, we want to make other games, because they're stuck just making these Pokemon games to like on these like scheduled releases, and it probably sucks for those developers, man. Like, it probably like their due dates and shit must suck, like working for that company. But I agree with
So
you, man. I don't think anything's gonna change.
yeah, this guy's statement was still so like just so typical corporate, and also just like so like shying away from it in general. He says, I think in general, if you look at the past, the path we've taken up until now has been this constant release, always regularly releasing products on a fairly fixed kind of cadence, you might say. Always having these products able to be introduced in new experiences for our customers, and that's how we've operated up until now. I think we're still operating in that way, but there's more and more conversations as the development and environments change about how we can continue to do this while making sure that we're ensuring really quality products are also being introduced.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
So,
Yeah, I
I don't
mean,
know,
you're
man.
having conversations, like that's awesome.
How about
I
you
guess that's
spend
where it all
some
starts, right?
cash money talks, hire some people,
That's what they need
outsource
to
your
Like
do.
work.
it's like
Do
how the
like
conversations
reach
go.
out to
Look at all these
Nintendo for
idiots buying
help
our
on the
product, even
graphical
though it's
side.
shit.
Why can
Yeah.
Nintendo put out games like Pikmin 4 and Tears of the Kingdom that look fantastic in both docked and handheld, but you guys are the highest grossing entertainment franchise in the literal world, and you guys can't produce a graphically aesthetic looking game? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't get it. I
Yeah.
don't think I ever will. They need
I
to do better.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, they unfortunately though it's kind of like how you said, like they might not do better until they change like their core principles, I guess, which is like keeping it close to the chest, like
It's not
it
just
might be
that.
directly correlated.
I
Like
think
it
they
might just
just
this might be a product of the fact that like it's still under the old ownership. Like you see this a lot with a bunch of different companies. Like once the guy in charge has been there for such a long time, like there's more chances of him making it worse than better after a certain point.
yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, that for sure. I agree with that. And it's also just like I it kind of feels like they don't know like the magnitude of what they are sometimes. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? And like the info because
It's
they
like,
can.
oh, we're a small little developer making
Yeah,
kids
exactly.
games, and like what? Like,
Exactly. Yeah, and it's kind of like mind-boggling to think that these companies don't really realize that like or that one the Pokemon company doesn't realize that they can literally do anything. They have so many characters, so like they could do anything with Pokemon and people will like play it.
and buy
They
it or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they can re-release things, they can make new stories on existing areas that they've already done. Like they could make a new Johto game. People would love that shit, a new story based in one of the older regions. Like they don't have to keep
Mhm.
doing this like
New stuff,
formula,
and
like
yeah.
it just sucks that they don't realize that they don't they can change it up and people will still like it. It's
Yep.
crazy.
Yeah, I agree, but we'll see what ends up happening. Probably nothing, though. You heard
Yeah,
it here
probably
first.
nothing.
Next up, we got Netflix rolling out beta for game streaming. So it looks like you're gonna be able to stream games through Netflix, just like you would through like XCloud or your PlayStation, without the need for any console or any sort of device at all. You just hook up a controller to your TV and choose whatever game you want to play on Netflix. What do you guys think about this?
I mean, apparently your cell phone can be your controller too
Mm-hmm.
by looking at the little picture here.
Yep.
So like you don't even have to buy a controller. It's like, oh, just use your phone.
Yeah,
So I
well,
mean,
if you,
I like that. I like that part of it, I guess, because they're
mm,
trying to stay like low cost. Like not trying to be like, oh, we're not selling you like our own controller and making you go buy one. So I mean, that's kind of cool, just off the top. And
that's
this does
fair.
remind
Yeah,
me of what
because
Samsung's doing.
Google
Samsung's doing something
Google have their
similar.
own streaming shit that died called Stadia, and they made you pay for a controller.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
see, Google fucked up.
I
Yeah.
think
'Cause I think I'll go for.
that's what I was gonna bring up. I think this is also gonna flop like Stadia did. I
Yeah,
just
hundred
I just feel
percent.
like there's not.
My thing is, I don't see it flopping as hard as Stadia did, because Stadia, like I said, you had to pay for the controller and you still had to pay for like the little device, like it was like a little like fucking Roku type of thing, and there was still like a cost of entry to Stadia.
Yeah, that's true, but there's also gonna be
So
a cost of entry
y-
for this in the
yes,
form of a
but
subscription.
yeah, but the difference is they already have millions upon millions of subscribers that don't even look at the amount that just gets charged monthly to their shit, and all they're gonna get is a pop-up on Netflix that says, hey, do you want to try games? And they're gonna have millions of people who are just gonna be like, sure, and it's gonna say you're gonna increase your cost, and it's
Four
probably
ninety
not gonna
nine.
be too expensive. Yeah, exactly. You want to pay an extra $2, $3 to $5 a month for video games? Yeah, sure. That's why I don't see it failing. They already have the install base, and it's just a matter of a couple of extra bucks on top of the subscription that's already on autopay that they're not looking at. I see it taking off.
Yeah, yeah, I see it taking off too, especially with like more simpler games. Like
Hmm.
just it's extremely simple, super easy games. Like because it's gonna happen, dude. Like where like you're browsing through Netflix or whatever, and you're just gonna be like, fuck, there's nothing good to watch, dude. You like and then you're just gonna be like, oh well, fuck it, I'll just play this game really quick for an hour or half an hour instead of watching,
Fucking
a
Candy
TV show or
Crush,
whatever.
whatever the fuck. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
like let me just get on here real quick and mindlessly, like So that and it would be also be cool if like imagine they start doing like obviously they're gonna do Netflix original video games. But if
Oh
like
yeah, they
those
already
video
have
games are tied to an actual TV show,
Netflix studio,
so or like one of their
Netflix game
Netflix
studio
shows.
is a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, so like imagine like you're watching like a Netflix show and you see like a whole episode, and then immediately after there's like a new level on the game that corresponds to it that has to do with like so it's like you get the story two ways. Like you'll get the story like through obviously like cinema like with the episodes, and then you'll get some of the story through playing the video game.
Like
That'd
interact,
be
you
cool.
get to
That's
like
just
you get to like interact with the show in a way. Like you get to
yeah,
like play a part of the show. Like basically, it's like a tie-in. I
yeah,
feel
that
you.
would be cool.
Yeah,
I
it's
feel
pretty
like people would
interesting.
go for that.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I think it's cool. Like it's gonna happen. Like everyone's gonna like flood the market with their streaming. Like Goat said, I think you were talking about. Shurak said you heard Samsung's also implementing it in their TVs, right?
Yeah, yeah, in the
So
TVs.
it's gonna come through all angles, and I feel like people who already have a leg up in any way, like, are gonna benefit the most from it. And Netflix, who, like I said, already has the world subscribed to them,
That is
you
true.
know,
Yeah.
it has a bit of a leg up in that sense, where it's just like, do you want to increase your charge by a couple bucks? Sure, why not? You know.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
we'll
I mean,
see
I'm
how it
probably gonna try
actually
it out.
happens. Yeah.
If it's like $4.99, I'm definitely gonna try it out at least for 1 month.
There you go. See, we got one customer right here in the podcast. One in 3 men. We'll try this out.
Exactly.
Next
There's your
up,
demographic.
we got a leaked image and video of the PS5 Slim, and boys, this thing is not slim at all.
There's no way that's
Yeah.
it, dude.
I don't think that's. You know.
So the reason why, hold on, let me explain. The reason why they're
Yeah.
calling it the Slim is because see the weird lines going through half of them?
Yeah.
The point of it is that it's supposed to have a removable disk drive.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, that's what it looks like.
So I think if you take the disk drive off, maybe it's a little slimmer, but not really. All it is, because they've released measurements for it, it's the exact same size. It's just a few centimeters shorter. So it's a tiny bit shorter, but it's it's not any slimmer. Because if you remember, there's also a diskless PS5 currently. So it's about
probably closer to the size of that.
It's about the size of the diskless PS5, but a little bit shorter. So why?
Why? Yeah. Or why not just rename it something other than Slim?
It's not even like a drastic redesign to the point where like, oh yeah, they're improving the cooling somehow, or like they're redesigning it for airflow. Like it's the exact same thing. It's just a little shorter, and you can pop the disk drive off. But I don't see the benefits of it or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
I don't either. That's what I was gonna say too. Though, like, it must be pretty hard to put like higher end or higher spec, like internals on these like smaller, like form factors. You know, so that's also a challenge. So I mean, with the stories that we've heard about people like breaking their PS5s because of heat and like trapping heat and stuff like that, making it smaller is not going to make it any less flammable.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't see what. So the only thing that I could think of, honestly, so I don't know if we've covered it on the podcast, but do you guys know that the PS5 has actually been cracked wide open recently, security wise, and it's been like fully like jailbroken and hacked?
Yeah, I've heard about that. Yeah.
My thing is maybe it's some sort of attempt to change up the motherboard or like the hardware structure in a way that like prevents these future systems from being hacked in the same way. Like kind of like what the Switch has done. So like the original Switch, you can hack, like your Switch, you can hack it with a literal fucking paper clip. You just gotta hold it to a clip, and like that's how you like get to the root menu and fuck everything up.
Yeah.
So
hell yeah.
My thing is like maybe they're doing like a slight hardware modification, like in the board arrangement, to try and mitigate like any more of them being like just openly cracked. So like kind of like the Switch, where like whatever's out there that's hackable is hackable, then going forward they're not. So
Yeah.
that's my only theory, but I mean, we literally won't know that till these are fully out and released, and someone on YouTube cracks it open and tells us what's in there. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense.
but so the thing too, like for PS5, um, it's got to be. Yeah, I guess out of the box. You mean like that's what you're saying? Like out of the box, it's more secure.
Mm-hmm.
Like the components on it. Yeah, that makes sense. Because other than that, like if security features can be added with software updates, you know.
Yeah.
So that on that side they can prevent it for like any PS5. Like say you do the minute you plug into your PS5 to an Ethernet port or the internet, it forces you to do like security updates.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that could be I mean I think Sony's kind of
Well,
dumb
that's
to
the
not
thing
like
is like
do
people
something
like,
like that.
but the thing is people that's how they got. That's how it gets broken in the first place. People find a way to bypass all of that.
Yeah, that's yeah, that's
You know, like that's where
Yeah.
that's why we're here, Eric.
yeah.
Because
I
someone
guess.
it's because someone
Hackers
broke
be
that.
hacking.
Yeah, hackers be hacking.
True.
Yeah.
Hacker man.
But yeah, I know. We'll see what happens when I guess these hit the market. I'm sure it's like a real thing because Sony's working hard to get all these leaks taken down. So that's a clear indication that it's real. But we'll see. And moving on to our last topic here, the big controversy of the week having to do with the new Super Mario Bros. Game releasing on October 20th, Super Mario Bros. Wonder. We talked about it when it was revealed during the Direct. This has been an issue with a lot of 2D platformers, including the new Sonic game. There's no online multiplayer in this game, boys. You can't play
That's the
this
whole fucking
fucking
point.
this fucking 4-player Mario game. You can't play it online. You can play it up to 4 players in local co-op.
Local.
But you can't fucking play this game with your homies online like you can with New Super Mario Bros. Like you can with a bunch of like the new Bowser's Fury and 3D Land. Like it's hit or miss which ones get it and which ones don't. And it literally makes no fucking sense to me in a age where you're making us pay for an online subscription. Why wouldn't you fucking make your flagship franchise, the newest game in your 2D Mario franchise, have fucking online play? I don't why?
Yeah, that's
Just to be assholes, dude.
dumb.
They know that's what people want.
It's baffling. Like, is there literally some sort of like technical like development restraint as to why they can't do it? Because apparently Sega can't do it either with Sonic, with the new Sonic game coming out. Like, what's the deal with 2D platformers and no online co-op? But they've done it with other ones. I'm trapped in this like circle, and I feel like I'm a crazy person. Help me out here, guys. What am I missing?
I don't know, but I like.
nothing.
Yeah,
like,
I can already hear
dumb.
what they're gonna say though. Is they're gonna be like, "Oh, we're fucking want people to actually get together and play it like the old school days," and like they'll probably make a little promotional video of like, "Remember when you guys all used to like go to each other's house and like play video games when you were kids? Well, it's time to bring that back, guys. Let's get the humanity back into video games." And it's gonna be like, "Yeah, fuck you, asshole."
It's hot. We're 30, and we all still live in shared spaces with our parents because we're fucking millennials who got fucked into this horrible existence. I don't
And
want
we
to
live in
hear it,
Southern
Nintendo.
California.
Let me play online. Let me play like a fucking hermit online or get fucked.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised though if I heard some bullshit like that.
No, dude, no, I feel it.
I wouldn't be surprised either. So that's a good point, Goat.
So I don't know.
But that's just an excuse at the end of the day because they can do it. They can do it.
They can do it.
Other games have done it.
Maybe there'll be enough backlash, like with other controversies online, that they'll like eventually patch it in with an update. But it's Nintendo, so you never fucking know.
Probably not.
So that's going to do it for us this week on the podcast. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for listening. If you made it this far, we really appreciate you. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button if you're new here, and share the show with a friend if you enjoyed it. It's the best way that we grow. If you want to find me on the internet, you can find me at Knife Life Osk, Knife Life OSC. If you want to find Eric on the internet,
You can find me as Rick Blaze.
if you want to find Lil Shoe Rack, the smallest of shoe racks on the internet,
Tiny shoe rat.
The smallest shoe rack in the world. You can find me at Not Really Human.
that's RLLY for really what, right?
Yeah, it is RLY. I'm not gonna add that shtick to the whole bit though, because I want people to kind of fail and miss a couple times. Like if they really want
Okay.
to find it, they're gonna really
You
wanna
want to
Okay.
make them struggle a bit?
If you want to find Vincent,
bit.
you gotta be even more diligent than to find shoe rack's handle. So do your research and you can find Vincent on the internet. But other than that, until next time, my name is Oscar.
I'm Eric.
What's up, guys? Shoe rack.
We've been the PodBoyz Advance, and we'll see you guys next time. Later.
Don't eat the apple pie.
Don't eat it.
It's not co-op. Did Goat just dip?